mission, solving mysteries in the night. She's in shadows, finding answers, shining bright light. No one's left behind, in the darkness all alone. With a heart like a siren, she brings the lost ones home. Silent cries in the dark no longer have to be. For justice wheels keep turning, granny on the beat. Broken voices find their power, call out hope again. When Granny's crime busters run, no victims left in vain. Bravery in her veins, truth she won't disguise. With a fire in her eyes, she's got nothing to deny. Granny fights for justice, never backs down from the call. For the voiceless and the missing, she'll stand tall.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hello, Prayer Warrior, Kate, Brian, Ariel. Good to see everybody. Those that are in the bushes back there. Valerie, hello. Good to see you. Let's get started with our spotlight on the missing for today. We have Cale Orion Bridges, missing since yesterday, guys. Prince William County, Virginia. 15 years old. He was last seen wearing blue shorts, brown shirt, and carrying an orange backpack. If anybody knows anything about Cale, please call 911 or the Prince William County Police Department in Virginia. We also have Jonathan Huang still out there, 21-year-old autistic male. He needs to be home. Last possible sighting was Kirkland, Washington a month ago, guys. So he needs to be home. Our buddy, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, $500,000 reward for him. Sebastian needs to be home with his dad. Travis Decker, still out there, dead or alive, we don't know. Could look like any of the pictures here. If anybody in the Washington area or surrounding states would happen to see him, call 911. Do not approach. He is considered to be armed and dangerous, wanted for 3 counts of first-degree red rum and 3 counts of first-degree kidnapping for taking the lives of his babies seen here with their mother, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. The man is evil, in my opinion. Evil. Hello, Ginger, Brian, Trees. Good to see everybody. So, I did figure out a new video that I'll use tonight just to kind of get us up and dancing. It's kind of catchy. I had planned it for a different thing, but I'll show it tonight. I'm working on another video that we can use to chase the blues away when things get too dark. I did a few today, and everything AI was coming up with, it wasn't catchy, and it was really frustrating. So I kept changing it and going on here. Yeah, it was just so far nothing that I really liked, but I will use the one that I have. So we did talk a little bit yesterday about I'll just say Derwood, right? And how he's threatening. I figured it out where it started from. Hello, Anna. I figured out where it started from, and I'm going to show where it started from. And then after tonight, we're not going to discuss it anymore because I'm just not going to get into any drama that could lead to back and forth garbage. I just won't. So I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. So this is a post that evidently made Derwood mad. I talked to the person today that he threatened. Okay. I'm not going to go into my discussion. Okay. That's private. So it was mainly this post down here. And, she brought up, his son in it. Now you can see that this is Dolly Vision she's showing up here. Okay. So nothing to do with me at all. Nothing to do with me at all. So another Krama person looked at a different post, and the post was on a Facebook group, guys. It was on the uncensored one for Lily and Jack. That had my what's the name of it? Waves, I forget. Something about waves and truth. And saw our Derwood video and thought that that was what he was upset about. And I was told that this is what he was upset about. And possibly the picture of Derwood with the chicken. So, either way, we know that Derwood is upset. I'm not getting involved in all that. It isn't worth it to me. So I'm just not going to go there, right? I'm going to leave it all alone. I'm not blaming anybody at all. I don't have a problem with whatever people want to show. Thank you. Thank you. Waves don't wash away the truth. Yeah, I forgot to look that up before I started. But yes, so that's basically what I wanted to say. Is that is the post that started it. As you guys know, I have not really talked about Derwood Son on here. I don't know who Derwood Son is. I don't know if he's the guy that is friends with Daniel. I have no idea. And when I don't know, I don't discuss it. Unless I can prove something, I just don't discuss it. So, exactly, Brian. We do not want any trouble on here. So, we're going to leave Bewitched behind. Okay. Let's not even talk about him here anymore. And let him go. We're going to find other things to laugh about. So, he can do what he wants. I don't care. He's been banned everywhere else, and here and everywhere else. Anyway, I don't know what trouble he can really cause, but I'm just not going to worry about it. So, you guys are really liking the beach today, aren't you? I would love to be putting my feet in the water too. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be really nice. Hello, Valerie. Yeah. So, when we had the Sebastian thing, I never even came close to getting in the drama. I mean, it was, I was actually amazed, right? This is a little too close for comfort when another creator calls out my channel. So when I really wasn't even involved. So I'm not going to go there. It's just, yeah, I'm just not I'm staying out of it, staying out of the garbage. So, and any of you that are in here, please don't feel a need to defend me or anything like that out there. Okay. Please don't. There's no need for it because I didn't do anything. So, and I've got the, you know, the truth to back it up. So I'm not worried. Extreme drought. Wow. You guys didn't get that rain that we got? I thought for sure that would come your way. Wow. 'Cause we had 2 days of it. Exactly. No need to feed the fire. So, and I've got a different song for us to go with for now, but I'm gonna make a different one. Oh, Chemistry Queen, thank you so much. She said, "You're always so genuine. Don't let them get you. We love and respect you." I appreciate that. I really do. Yes, I make no apologies. I am who I am. I try to be kind to everybody and stay out of the drama. I mean, that's a big thing, right? Who needs drama in their life? You know, I'm too old for that garbage. So, but thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And let's play this.
Granny wants to thank you all for kindness in the chat. Super stickers, bright and grand, gifts of love we understand.
Memberships you gifted here spread the joy and banish fear. Every super thanks you send warms her heart and ends the end.
Granny cheers with love so true for each special thing you do. Thank you from her heart. You all play a major part.
Thank you, truly from my heart. It's hot up here. Yeah. All right. So yes, we are moving it along. Let it flow off you like I like that. I like that. That's fun. No, so you didn't get that rain. Wow. All right. Well, today we are going to listen to Mike DeMann. He has been putting, I don't know if you guys have watched him, he's been putting out a lot of videos about the ATV. And so I kind of wanted to listen to see what he's saying. Not a whole lot, Bobby, not a whole lot. Hello. So I kind of wanted to see what he's saying because he really is feeling as though the ATV is what was used to transport the children. So I'm going to go ahead, share my screen. And the title of his video is, "Did Daniel drive north, west, or south?"
I took the easiest route out. That morning, my dog was sleeping with me in bed when he heard the kids yelling. Talking. Sorry, I should say talking. My dog was in bed with me. Now, why is she correcting herself?
Good point. That morning, my dog was sleeping with me in bed when he heard the kids yelling, talking. Sorry, I should say talking. Why did she correct herself? And guys, does anybody know where these written things came from? You're safe, Brian. Oh, man. It was a crowded bed. So anybody know where these written things came from? All of a sudden, I seen them on a few different channels. I'm like, what the heck happened here, right? But yeah. So why is she correcting herself? Because that's the way she thinks of those kids yelling, right? For sure. They're all going back and trying to correct their stories to make them match. Oh, it cracks me up.
That morning, my dog was sleeping with me in bed when he heard the kids yelling, talking. Sorry, I should say talking. The reason she says talking is because the dog didn't react. And the reason the dog didn't react is because there was nothing to react to for him. There was silence because the kids had already been gone.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, you guys got a good conversation going there. I don't need to actually get into that. Yeah, I watched the conversations. I appreciate them very much.
Good point, Prayer Warrior. Yelling sounds like there's a problem. Talking is a normal reference. Absolutely.
Isn't this interesting, guys?
I agree, Tree. So kids
That
weren't
morning,
there
my
that
dog
morning.
was sleeping with me in bed. Like I said, that
They were
dog
already
is,
gone, weren't they?
I don't know. There's something wrong there, man. When he heard the kids yelling, talking, nothing set the dog off. The dog was sleeping. The dog made no noise. She always complained that Lily's voice yelling. She said the kids were always yelling. And she talked about how that yelling sets off her dog, who goes nuts. So this particular morning, it was a very different morning. And that is why she corrected it to the kids only talking. Sorry, I should say talking. My dog was in bed with me. I told him it's the kids outside. Yeah, I told you she's talking to this dog. I mean, she's like having probably, I don't know, she's probably can't shut up. She's probably, nonstop talking to this dog. Talking, my dog was in bed. I told him it's the kids outside playing. He shut right up. And then he barked again when Daniel was yelling. Wait a minute. What do you mean barked again? He did not bark here because there was nothing to bark. The kids were only talking. There was no yelling.
He brings up a good point. She never said that the dog barked earlier, But here's the thing. What I want to know is why is he going over the morning stuff? Because the morning didn't happen. They were already gone, in my opinion. They were already gone. So the morning did not happen. But I liked his reference about she probably talks nonstop to that dog. I gotta love Mike the Man. He just says it like it is. Oh man. I know Prayer Warrior it does, doesn't it? But it's us saying that here because I believe the kids were already gone that morning. I really do. I feel that with everything within me. Aw, on a happy note, my grandson that has never been home since birth, severely disabled, oh, chemistry. That is incredible. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That is so awesome. That is incredible. And Lacey me because I'm talking about her right now. Oh, that's so you have talked about that several times in here, and I never forgot. Said prayers, and oh, that's incredible. Yes. Hello, Kimmer. Good to see you. Just saying, I talk to pets like they're baby small kids. If anyone will, Kimmer, you're not alone. I live alone, and I have my Lacey. I talk to her. Brenda Jo can testify to that. I talk baby talk to Lacey all day long. All day long. Brenda hears me when she's home downstairs. She'll hear me talking to her. That's funny. How does she know he is yelling out the back door and not a window? Yeah. Maybe the windows don't open up. I don't know. Yeah, those children were long gone before she got a flea bite. Yeah. No, it wasn't a quote. It was us saying it. Yes, love and prayers do work. They do. Amen for that. And I'm so glad that you guys don't take offense when we say, let's pray for. Some people take offense to that. I don't tell people what to believe or anything like that, but I do believe in the power of prayer. Awesome. All right. Let's continue on.
The dog didn't bark until he heard Daniel was yelling out the back door for the kids. I didn't pay any attention to him because I thought he was yelling. He was telling the kids to get into the house. That's when I heard and seen the kids. Into. Why you don't stay in the house? Get in the house. Get into the house. A dead body you would put into something. Also interesting, Daniel. 309 left pizza. This is about Thursday. 309 left pizza shop, got home a little before 4 p.m. I got my tools together and at work on the fence. I came inside when it started to get dark around 8 or so. 8? What time did you tell us the kids went to bed at first? 8 or so? Kids are already in bed. Okay, I flicked on the kids' room light at around 12 p.m. Is that what you usually do? Kids are sleeping a little while later. I go to bed. Kids are sleeping. And twice he uses present tense. Are in bed. He flicked on past tense. His actions are past tense. Everything is past tense. Except kids are already in bed. Kids are sleeping a little while. Kids are sleeping. That's the present tense. Because it didn't happen. I don't believe Jack and Lily ever went to bed that night. The problem may have been that they didn't want to go to bed that night. They were not ready. Maybe there was turmoil. He wanted them to be quiet, and they wouldn't be quiet. But I'm going to later go to your comments, guys. And I see right now. Malaya marks the kids upset from school. 6, 7. Okay, that's the night before into the morning. I was asleep when. Sure. And I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I'll make it visible. This is also sent to me by Julia, who took some time transcribing certain parts from Janie's statements, so we don't have to listen to the crow. The next thing you know, and that's, you see, it's bad enough when you say the next thing I knew.
Oh my God.
That tells me, The next thing you know.
Yay. I hope it does pour for you.
A cop car or an SUV cop car was flying down the road behind them. So we don't know what people are, our intentions are, what people's intentions are. What the hell is she talking about there? I guess she's talking about being scared, and she wants us to believe she's scared. Isn't Daniel still living on your property? Or is he staying elsewhere? I think Daniel can handle himself. But then again, yeah, I mean, remember the guy in my, that has sent me the videos of the area and what he said? He said, you know, the last thing I want to, I don't want to get, you know, killed by some tweaker here. I guess, you know, that area has its moments. I mean, if you live a lifestyle like that.
It's kind of weird how people are really afraid over there. I guess it's not like driving past Proudfoot's house. It's a little bit more rural. You know, yeah, I mean, being that it's so rural, I guess it kind of would be scary, wouldn't it? Thank you, Nanya. Yeah, the old crow. I know. Oh my gosh. I wonder when this particular thing happened. The next thing you know, a cop car, an SUV cop car, was flying down the road behind them. So, what are they talking about? Yes. Logan did say her dad was crying as well as Justin. Yeah. Hello, Osprey, by the way, and Unspoken Heart Stillness. Hello, hello. Well, people do get paranoid, right? It, you know, rugs will make you paranoid. I don't know if she does rugs, but even alcohol makes people paranoid sometimes if they drink too much. My ex-husband was like that. He was very paranoid when he drank. Yeah, picking on kids though and defending yourself against someone coming at you are two different things, aren't they, Brian? Oh, this was Thursday night. So a cop car was going down that road, their road on Thursday night. The next thing you know, a bird fly by. Yeah. I think they're all afraid of the police. Yeah, why would she mention that? And what was the police car doing out there Thursday night? Yeah. It'll make you paranoid, you know. I could see that. I could really see that. Or med, yeah. What does she take for health issues? Good point. So, I mean, I don't know.
I wonder. I'm reading some comments here. I wonder if Justin has a job. I mean, I want to know more about Justin. Let's get right to the point. I believe Belinda when she said that Justin was sincerely crying. He was crying hard. He had real tears running down his face. I believe that what Justin had absolutely nothing to do with the brutality of what happened to Jack and Lily. He wasn't there for that.
I agree,
And
Brian.
why would he be crying? When two children are missing and you are joining a search, you would not surrender into tears as a man.
Exactly.
You wouldn't take a break to cry. You would be too busy searching. And some of you have talked about the picture of them on the ATV. And this is somebody reminiscing in a very negative manner. I believe he was traumatized by what he had seen the night before. He didn't do anything to the children. But I believe he was there for the aftermath and saw the result of what Daniel had done. And everything I'm saying is my opinion, and my opinion only.
I agree with his opinion. I agree with his opinion because I believe he helped take those kids out of there. And whatever he saw, I mean, look at that face. He does look really traumatized. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that, Ginger. Is she implying that the police were around her home just before the children went missing, so they are sus and not her and Daniel? That's an odd thing to say. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Crazy. The more that we hear from this family, guys, the more that I would not have ever wanted to know them on a personal level. Regardless of what we think they may or may not have done, they would not have been anyone I would have wanted to associate with, and that's my opinion. Just sorry. It's just not people I would have, and I do not understand why Malaya aligned herself with them. I don't get that at all.
Right? I believe that Justin saw what Daniel had done to Jack and Lily. And I believe that he went mind over matter and fixed things, helped Daniel get rid of the evidence. And he could be much more well adjusted than the rest of these people, who are not at all. And by the way, Bob lives in the area too. That's Logan's father. So Logan comes probably from the same shithole like Daniel. And so she's probably thinks that she is somebody special because she managed to get out of the trailer life into a regular home or regular area, right? So she feels the need to prove herself at all time that that's not who she is, that she belongs in her new life. And there's so much in her language that, you know, it doesn't have to do with this case, but that indicates
Gotta love Mike.
also a very, you know, strange upbringing,
Oh my
to say the
gosh.
very least. The next thing
Logan
you know,
came from
don't
the
tell me what I
same
know,
poop hole.
and don't generalize. Daniel and I were in here in the camper, and we were just in here talking, and we heard motorbikes coming, and we heard kids. We thought it was kids hollering. My dog went ballistic. I opened up the door. Daniel ran out, and he was running up the road, up the driveway. My dog was going ballistic because we heard it. We thought it sounded like kids. We know it wasn't radio because we never heard it going down up the road. Daniel ran out to see, and it was two people on motorbikes. They were dressed in yellow and insignificancies, right? Ron McKenzie, Logan's dad. Okay, I want to read this real quick. Brandy in Indy. Hey, what's up, Brandy? Oh God, I didn't clean my screen. Shit. Ron McKenzie, Logan's dad, is her brother, Janie's brother, who lives in nearby, and she contacted early Friday morning. And remember, Logan mentioned how bad her dad was crying. A 55-year-old man. I don't believe he was crying at all, and neither do your statements tell us that he did. That's a lie. However, Justin was. And Belinda wasn't crying. What? Belinda didn't know. Oh my God, these people, man. Belinda didn't know what happened to Jack and Lily. You don't stand there and surrender to crying if your children are gone. You don't do that. When you find out what happened to them and you know there is nothing left to do, or you are in a moment of desperation where you have to stop and say, I don't know where else to look. Those are moments when the tears will come, where you say, oh my God, that's when the thoughts come in. But when you think my kids are somewhere out there in the forest, you're busy searching. But Justin already knew what had happened. And he was overwhelmed by what he had seen. What Daniel had done to these little children, in my opinion. Belinda had no time to cry. Belinda was busy searching. But Logan, that indicates to me that you knew what had happened. What do you mean a 55-year-old man? I am a 55-year-old man. And there are moments when you get emotional. But if I was there to help search, I would be busy looking. Of course, through my analysis very early on, this was red flag city all over. So I wouldn't even have started searching in the forest. I would have not even started had I had the opportunity to talk with these people. And just by hearing, how Malaya spoke, I would have already said, wait. There's something else. And you see, most analysts, they're going very, very slowly, very methodically. And I don't know if you've watched Stephen Pagano. Like, if you see Stephen Pagano's blog, there are 3 huge posts about the John Benet Ramsey ransom note. Right?
I agree with what he said about a 55-year-old man. Sometimes there are times when you do get emotional. But you do bring up a good point. When we looked at that video of Earl, I can't imagine him crying at all. I agree with you. I think Earl and Ron were pulled into this mess too. Absolutely. Yeah. He brings up a good point. There are times when a 55-year-old man can get emotional. But when you're out there to go searching, that's not the time, right? You keep your composure during that time. Family secrets, but they had many. Yeah. I agree with you. All right. So we've got over 40 likes. So we're going to listen to our new video. A new video. Not the one I'm going to go with, but
On Granny's porch, the sun sets low. With a steaming cup, she steals the show. Neighbors gather round, hearts in bloom, for that smoking hot tea and the latest room. Whispers of love, tales of the town. In her sweet voice, no secrets drown. With laughter and stories, the evening flies. Granny's hot tea brings the world to life. Whispers of love, tales of the town. In her sweet voice, no secrets drown. With laughter and stories, the evening flies. Granny's hot tea brings the world to life. Yet in whispers of love, tales of the town. In her sweet voice, no secrets drown. With laughter and stories, the evening flies. Granny's hot tea brings the world to life.
Granny's hot tea brings the world to life. How about that? I'm typically not a country. I don't like country music too much. I mean, a little bit here and there, but yeah. Oh, hello, Kate. I feel the only one who doesn't know what happened is Belinda. Yeah, yeah. Well, she didn't live there. I think the people on and around that property in that area, because they all, I mean, her brother lives there, Earl lives there, Justin lives down the road. I mean, they all live there, right? The normal Thursday night change when Janie cancels her plans. Yep. Sure did, didn't it? Hello, Wendy. Good to see you. Keep spilling the tea, Granny. Literally. Uh, I'm glad you guys liked it. Oh, so a little bit of something to, you know, you guys can laugh with me. You love country music. Yeah. I used to absolutely hate it. Hate it. But when people started coming out like, Shania Twain and I don't know, there's Kanan Smith and Ryan Montgomery, I like him now. You know, I'm starting to like it more and more. Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you. I feel like Malaya's mom and all the other outside family knows something because they're all acting super strange, even the ones not at the house. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Malaya's mom's not saying anything, right? Wade talked a little bit, right? Malaya's not saying anything. And Deception Detective is correct. That's very suspicious. We thought the same thing of Katie, right? But I think, well, both of them did the same thing, didn't they? Katie left home and so did Malaya. Malaya's, I think, was more due to DV, her reason for leaving home. Whereas Katie Proudfoot's had nothing to do with DV. She left because she just didn't want to be there. Oh, yes, Keith Urban. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I like worship music too. Absolutely. Yeah, Patty isn't talking either. Well, Patty's been ill, hasn't she? But I don't think she'll be talking anyway. But yeah, and Kimmer, I absolutely love Keith Urban's music. He is such a talented man, really a talented man. I wish I could play some of those songs on YouTube, but get it for copyright right away. Wouldn't it be interesting? I mean, I don't even know if the RCMP does this, but just go with me here, right? Wouldn't it be interesting if when they search the property in Janie's trailer that they put bugs there and they hear everything they're talking about? Garth Brooks, gotcha. At first, I thought Malaya was clueless and suspected Daniel of hurting her kids. I don't believe that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, she knows something. I think she knows her kids are no longer here, even though she says she's believing they're going to come back alive. But I think she knows they're no longer here, but I don't think she knows what Daniel did with them. That's my thought. I don't know. I could be wrong. Luke Combs, Jelly Roll. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting if there were bugs? We'd probably have arrests, though, already, if they did. Hello, TJ. Barry White knows how to sing to a lady just right. Cool. Getting to know what you guys' preferences are for music, that's awesome.
Well, I am not sitting down writing and writing and writing. I get straight to what is the most important and make decisions very quickly. And I do that in life as well. And it's a second nature kind of thing that will come to you the more you allow yourself to develop your own rhythm in statement analysis. Use PLAIDS. Use plates at all time. That is, by the way, my invention. And it is the proper approach to allow yourself to read a brand new statements from somebody from a case that you are not familiar with.
Daniel's still silent. That's really interesting, guys. Yeah, I know they do have listening devices, but if they sat in a van out there, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They'd be seen. They're out in the open. Yeah, they can have people wear wires. They said the whole community is likely in on it. I'm not sure I believe that. And I think some people in the community would take offense to that, in fact, right? Yeah. My parents listened to all kind of music, but yes, Elvis was an all-time favorite. My parents loved to dance. And so my dad brought us out on the dance floor and teaching us how to dance and a lot of Elvis. I loved doing the jitterbug to Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis with my dad. And when my daughter got married, he was 90 years old, guys, and he got out there and jitterbugged with my daughter to Blue Suede Shoes at her wedding. 90 years old. And he could still move. I have video of it. Yeah, I would hope so. That's true. That's, Prayer Warrior, that's why I say that I don't believe Daniel is very internally strong. Chris Proudfoot is strong and stubborn, strong-willed and stubborn. He doesn't quit, right? I don't ever expect him to quit, right? He just keeps giving and giving and giving, unfortunately. I don't know lately, though. I have not watched anything with him at all in months and months. But Daniel, he's not internally strong. He's scared. Yeah. I mean, trying to deny it's not going to work now, right? If the pants are on fire, they are a liar. Thank you, Valerie. A jitterbug. Yeah, it's a dance. Yeah. It's fun. It's really fun. It's old-fashioned, but it's to fast music. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, blue suede shoes. Yeah, my dad loved to dance. Oh, he loved to dance. He loved music. He loved it. Yeah, he knows he talked too much. And after that article came out, he's running scared. That's my opinion. He's running scared. Not silent. He's on Facebook under another name. He's angry and trying to convince us it's Malaya's fault the kids are gone. In your opinion, I know. I don't think that is Daniel because of some of the things that that person said, Osprey. But I could be wrong. When you were in elementary school, the girls from Indian Brook Res cried about Elvis's passing. I was trying to think how old I was. Young 20s when he died. I cried. I did. You're a youngster. Chubby Chester twisting it your way. I know. I love to twist. Yeah, look up the jitterbug. Just how it's spelled. JITTERBUG. It's fun. It's fun. You would love doing it. It's so fun. All right. Let's get back to our video.
Help guide you into the right direction. And it is more efficient than what has been taught in statement analysis in the past. So as you progress and as you automatically start seeing the warning signs without having to think too much in terms of having a list there and going by the checklist, this is not what I do. And yes, I don't believe in approaching things that way, period, at all. There's a lot of red tape involved. There's a lot of wasting time. And in law enforcement, there are times when an analyst gets hired and he prepares 20 pages using quantity to prove he is worth the money he's being paid, right? And you know the corporate world, it's like that everywhere. People focus less on the goal and more on proving themselves. Look, I've been a good boy. I did my job. So then they pass it on to the detectives, who are supposed to do what?
I don't know,
Read the
Prayer
whole
Warrior.
damn thing? No, they don't. Some do, most don't. So they don't prioritize properly. They go paragraph by paragraph by paragraph and say, look, I've been a good boy. 20 pages, man. I'm a good one. A detective says, yeah, I read it because that's my job too, and I'm a good boy too. Well, do you think detectives have time to sit there at their desk and just read and read and read? Sometimes they do, but other things come up. And it's boring as hell if that is the approach. And I don't believe that real science is actually boring. So.
Okay. All right, so I will show you what the jitterbug is, guys. Hang on. But I'm going to turn off the sound. I can't play the music because I'll get docked by YouTube. But I'll play the dance for you. It's so much fun. You see it all right? Let me try to make it bigger. There you go. It's kind of weird because without music, it's kind of rough. But anyway, you get the gist of what jitterbugging is. We weren't quite as fancy dancy as this, but all right. We'll go back here. That's it. Okay. On a Wonderful Life just before they fall in the pool. Okay. Gotcha. Is anyone from Daniel's side of the family speaking after the RCMP leak about the nighttime vehicle? I haven't heard anybody. No, the flappers were from the 30s, I think. I don't know how old the jitterbug is, though. But yes, I did. Well, no, my dad was born in the 30s, so you know, he grew up. He was a teenager in the 50s. So, and he's the one that taught me how to jitterbug. A lot of the guys' moves, my dad did his feet like that. That's fun. That's fun. All right. I wanted to show something else from Mike Demand. So let's go back because it's just like a short video.
I believe McLeod Road, McLeod, however the hell you say it, is right here, okay? Middle River of Pictou. Right here.
So where he had that red dot is where that star was found, which is believed came off of Lily's jacket, and it's where the bridge is. Just to give you an idea.
Here's Lansdowne Station Road. And here's Lansdowne Road.
Yes, Bobby, I think there is.
So, Lansdowne Station Road keeps going here, right? Wait. Now, why couldn't I find this?
McLeod.
Here's the
Yesterday.
house. Can you see this? So this is not on the map that I've shown you before. God, I hope you guys can see it. Here's Earl's house. If they took the ATV, maybe they went the back roads by the pipeline, maybe stopped here, or maybe they went here and then went this way, or they continued down this road. Because here's where that bridge is. That means right here,
It was on the dispatch, Prayer Warrior.
that star was found. So which direction was he headed? Was he going up here and then up north? That's a strong possibility. So maybe he didn't go to Kobe Kid Bay. Maybe he continued this way. You see? Earl Martell's house, that way. I'm not going to over-explain this. You see it.
I'm not going to over-explain this. You see it. So he's kind of showing where Earl Martell's house was, where the blanket was found. Let me see if I can go back to that. Oh, his hand's in the way. Get your hand out of the way. Okay. So see the child's boot print near the pipeline. Earl Martell lives where his finger is pointing, and the pink blanket was found here. And then off, this is where they lived, okay, on Garlock Road. And then off to the right here by Middle River Road is where that star was found. Now, these two things, I could be wrong, but I think they were planted. The pink blanket and the trees and the child's boot right across the road from each other, guys. But he's just showing how he thinks they picked up the ATV at Earl's house and took the kids on that. I don't know. That's a good point. Maybe the blanket in the tree was location marker for a nighttime meeting. That would be an awesome song to jitterbug to as well. I like that song. Yeah, I think they were planted it as well. There are ATV trails all over there. Let me see if I can bring up that. Hey, it's still in my search history. All right. Here is the ATV trails for wow. You guys, are they all shut down right now because of the fires? What's going on? Bridges out right there. Bridges out there. Severe washout, impassable. You click on these things and it tells you stuff. Okay. But it says they're all closed. So the last time that we looked at this map, guys, we could see the primary and the secondary roads. And they're not showing them at all. They're saying they're closed. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of trails, right? Definitely a lot. That's why I said you could go anywhere, basically, even from their home. You could go anywhere. You know, you could go up to the North Cumberland Strait. You could go to the basin. I mean, everywhere. Oh, that's right. You can't go in the woods. Yeah, I knew that. That's what I'm thinking. They planted some stuff, but accidentally left behind actual clues too. Yeah. So anyway, there is a website for all the ATV trails in Nova Scotia. It's Advance Trail Map. But not supposed to be going in there now. So anyway, yeah, that kind of gives you an idea. Those roads weren't closed back then. And this is the trails, it's not the pipelines, right? So they could take trails, they could take pipelines, they could take, you know, power lines. So if there wasn't a trail in a certain section, but there was power lines or pipeline, they could take those as well. It's the fires, you can't go on any trails. Yeah, makes sense to me. Yeah. Yep, you can go to Halifax. You can see all the red lines to Halifax. Halifax is right here. But it does look like there are some breaks. So I'd want to see the primary and the secondary ones in order to figure out. It's like there's some breaks, right, that don't go together. So the fact that they're all closed off now kind of tells you something, but yeah. That's really kind of sad. It's summertime. It's the best time for, going four-wheeling. And they can't go into the woods at all, though, TJ. It's a $25,000 fine. Can't go on any trails right now. So, but yeah, so that is what Daniel was showing us
They
here.
took the ATV. Maybe they went the back roads by the pipeline. Maybe stopped here. Maybe went here and then went this way. Or they continued down this road. Because here's where that bridge is. That means right here, that star was found. So which direction was he headed? Was he going up here and then up north? That's a strong possibility. So maybe he didn't go to Kobe Kid Bay. Maybe he continued this way. You see? Earl Martell's house, that way. I'm not going to over-explain this. You see it. Pipeline footprint and lost the blanket, lost the star. Now, mind you, my original thought about Daniel having taken a motor vehicle, a car. No, he took the ATV. And of course, some of you have said, no, it was rainy Friday and muddy, and Thursday, I don't know for sure. It was rainy, it was muddy, and so on and so on and so on, right? So he may have preferred McLeod. And here's Lansdowne Station Road. Lansdowne Road becomes Lansdowne Station Road. And crossed that bridge. And went up. Up where? I don't think he went on Garlock. Maybe he went this way, right?
He should really be looking at the ATV map if he was wanting to figure it out. Yeah, best time is now to look before the leaves drop and snow comes, but nobody can be in there. No wood, so. Hello, Margaret. In my opinion, all three were planted. I researched some info today. Stewiacke, is that how you say that? River runs from Round Lake by Daniels. It is revered by the Micmac people. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that would be sad, Ariel. Round Lake is a logging road that can be accessed by the pipeline, but that river is long. Also flows into the Scooby River. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. In my opinion, he should look at this map, coordinate it with the ATV trails to see if there was a trail he could have taken up to North Cumberland Strait, or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But the problem is that we don't even know for sure, did they take him? You know, they say, and then here's the thing, why the 5-speed car at night? And many people have said to me that they don't feel exactly, Brian. So who drove the car all night, right? So, yeah. Many people have told me that they don't believe that the 5-speed ATV is going to sound like a 5-speed car, right? And someone who's working on their own cars would understand the difference in the sound and wouldn't have said that it was a 5-speed vehicle, right? Speculation is a powerful drug. Yes, TJ, it is. So, I mean, we don't know that the ATV is what was used. We don't know. I mean, that's all speculation. We've got that car at night. But the difference is that an ATV can go probably farther unseen than a car could. So, I don't know, prayer warrior. I had my own ATV, but mine was automatic. So it wasn't a 5-speed. I don't know that everyone that I knew always had automatics, 4-wheel drives on their ATVs. Yeah, they can go off-road too. Definitely can. They don't need a trail. That is interesting, given what was said about their people laying them to rest. Yeah. They had to go back and forth from 12 and 5 times. So in my opinion, he wouldn't go too far. An ATV 5-speed sounds just like the cars the city kids drive with loud mufflers. Gotcha. And Deb, wasn't it 6 times that they went back and forth? That's what I heard. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I heard. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, right? If that makes sense to your brain, prayer warrior. Yeah, I don't know, because I've never been around a 5-speed ATV. Maybe they're just running some of that there moonshine. But Deb brings up a good point. How far could they go if they came back 6 times? They weren't going far. The souped up Hondas. The only thing that we know for sure is that every one of them are liars. Pants on fire. Right. Yeah. That's what I thought they had said. So 6 times. Right, Kate? I mean, I I am very surprised by how in-depth Mike DeMann is going in this case. He's doing what we're doing on it. He's not just doing statement analysis. He is discussing speculation and possibilities, right? So it surprises me because he's not just sticking to statement analysis. So I don't know, right? He's really, I mean, he believes that the kids are in water in the ocean, right? He's just trying to figure out how they got there. And I've gone back and forth, but then, it doesn't explain the car at night, right? So what's up with that? I mean, we know they have an ATV. It's a pretty big ATV, right? It's a pretty big ATV. I never thought to look at the back of it. Let me try to pull up the picture of the ATV. Because I wanted to see what the back of it looked like as far as transportation. Oh. No, so what they've got on the back of it is a big carry case. That you can put stuff into. They might be able to fit one child in there, but not both. That's awful. Awful way to think, but you know what I'm saying, guys? Five or 6 times. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's added storage on the back there. Mike, yeah. He absolutely does. He gets your attention because he adds those extra little pieces of words in there that just, crack you up. But yeah, so he's trying to figure it out. Yeah, no, he's not going to over explain, right? He's not going to go back and try to redo it. He said he wouldn't. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. If they took the ATV, is that why they came back? Is it possible that the neighbor didn't know the difference between the sounds? I mean, I don't know. Is it nice, shiny ATV surrounded by a muddy location? You know what I was looking at in this picture is look at the stairs there. They're not connected to anything. Were they planning on installing those steps on that porch? I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. Just weird. But yeah, when you look at Justin's face, he's, I don't know. And look at Daniel though here. What were they talking about? I mean, good question, right? Look at this picture. What were they talking about? I'd like to know what year they added GPS to vehicles. Every manufacturer is probably different. Oh, there, according to that article, there is a hole in the floor by the front door. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right, Jay? Steps in the middle of the yard, yet they're working on a pool that they never put up, by the way. So that's Janie's ATV, but it's stored at Daniel's father's place, and he had to take over the payments. But it is Janie's ATV that Daniel isn't allowed to drive. Oh my gosh. That's a mouthful. So Janie bought the ATV, couldn't afford the payments, so Earl took over the payments. And Daniel isn't allowed to drive it. Why isn't Daniel allowed to drive it? Yes. Daniel could be saying we may be up the creek without a paddle. Yeah. I think Daniel's running very scared. I would have to wonder. I agree, TJ. It was May. They were still wearing their jackets then. A little bit cold to be thinking about a pool at that time, right? Yeah. I agree. He didn't want to look at him. But it is a big pool, but not as big as the rats in the walls and the holes in the floors. They had a big wood stove that took up most of the living room. No one puts up a pool in Canada in May. I agree. I agree. Maybe Janie was doing the cold ice plunge. Me thinks Janie was covering tire tracks is what me thinks. Honestly. Tire tracks, ATV tracks, I don't know what the heck, but yeah, he was wearing a knit hat, wasn't he? Yeah, she was covering tire tracks in the driveway. That's what she was doing. What is that way to the left and to the back of the ATV, guys. It's red, has wheels. Do you see that? I think, does it have wheels? Maybe not. Looks like a black box there or something. I don't know. I can't make it bigger. Daniel had a bad accident years ago and cannot get insurance now. It's too expensive, allegedly. Oh, for ATV. Gotcha. I wonder if Daniel ever gets any sleep, and if he does get to sleep, reckon how he does it. I don't know. Looks like a red wagon to you. Could be. Could be. Yeah, I think she was covering up tire tracks. I've felt that from the beginning. And now that we know about the car from midnight to 5, it makes a lot of sense. Right. And if you look here, the ATV is not even parked in the driveway, it's parked in the grass. Just saying. If trips on the highway were made between 12 and 5 p.m., traffic would be considerably lighter than any other time, making identification on CCTV easier. Yeah, I don't know. Did they just plant that other stuff with the ATV and the kids were taken with the car? I mean, those totes-filled rocks are a bit concerning to me. Yeah. That's why they are paranoid. They know. Yeah. It's a red wagon. You have a good magnifying glass. String trimmer or brush cutter, maybe. Let me, if I pull it up in my I can make it bigger. Looks like a lawnmower turned on its side to me. That's what it looks like. I don't even know if I can show you this. Let's see if it comes up. Um, yeah, I can't. I tried to blow it up, but it looks like what it looks like to me is a riding lawnmower turned on its side. Probably not up there. It's so dark at night you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Anything's possible. Yeah. Who knows what it is, right? I got allergies. No worries, Valerie. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Are they trying to fix it and they turn it on its side to look at the blades or something? I don't know. Crazy. But anyway, I don't really think that the ATV is what took the kids up there. I really don't. Yeah, I would think he does. He's lived there all his life, so. He's lived there all his life. Just like he knows the waterways around there because he's a fisherman, avid fisherman. So, what matters is these kids need to be found. So, what did you do, Daniel? Justin, you need to speak up. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Because it's not going to help. Not going to help. You know, can you imagine how those who helped them cover this thing up, what they're living with? That's crazy, guys. I'm really, really close to all my family, extended family, cousins, everybody. When we get together, it's just like we were together all the time. You know, that's how we are. But I would never do something like that for my family. I would never cover up a crime ever. I couldn't see myself doing that at all. So, what kind of family does that? Right? Not your average family. I agree. Not only that, but I'm thinking of Justin. He was crying. If he knows and he helped, he needs to get it off his chest for his own mental health. No. And it's really funny how all of them are trying to coordinate and get their stories straight. It makes me laugh. I can't help it because it's so stupid. It's like, you know what? You guys are not very good. You should have figured that out from the beginning, maybe. Who's Felicia, prayer warrior? I'm not following you. You can only try to suppress stuff so much in the back of your mind. It will eventually eat them alive or drive them crazy. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, right, Margaret. I could never. I love my family. I love my extended family. I could never cover up a crime for them. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't matter who it was. Wouldn't matter how much I love them. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Yep. They sure will. Could be one of the reasons why it's taken our CMP so long, guys. And we have never heard from Justin. And the problem is that everyone sees through them. Yep. That's why it's crickets. Absolutely. Yep. Justin has kids as well. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I agree. I agree with you. You know, yeah. Well, if you think about it, look at how upset Earl got at T. I'm just going to use T being there on the road. Like outsiders, guys. Exactly. I don't even know that my family would support me from prison. I'm just saying, you know, they love me, but I don't think they'd support me from prison. Yes, dysfunctional. It's a good word for that family. Yes, TJ, the truth shall set you free. My boyfriend didn't even cry at his dad's funeral until he was alone. Only once has he ever cried. Men are normally strong that way. Yeah. It's the old stigma. They were trained, they shouldn't cry. Man up kind of thing. You know, and then there's the other side of the coin where you have men that cry at the drop of a hat. You know, I think there's a happy medium. I think it's okay for men to cry, you know, and let their emotions out. But there's a time and a place for it, like, right? I mean, even women, I think the same thing, right? You're not going to just start bawling anywhere, right? Prayer warrior. Some people don't understand that they sound better silent. We've only heard from the three amigos and a little whisper from Malaya and her crew. Yeah. Yeah. The community is not taking this too well at all. I don't think they're very happy. Yeah, be a man, put your camera down. What does that have to do with being a man? There's some weird thinking going on there. Right. Tears not so often. Yeah. Yeah. Typically military, you're not going to see it because they're really trained not to show emotion. Yeah. I agree. Most people would be traumatized and shock and run. Well, I mean, do we know? I mean, we don't know what happened to the children, right? If it was rugs that they ingested or something, I mean, they're going to look like they're asleep, aren't they? Until they start to decompose. But either way, I think that would be difficult to see. I mean, I wouldn't, a lot of seeing babies that way would get to me. I hope and pray it wasn't anything worse than that. I really do. I don't know. I do not know. I can't imagine. Can't imagine. Now it's kind of getting a little bit rough. Let's get a couple more likes and I will play our song again. Earl with his tongue unhinged, yeah. I would have been quite happy not having seen Earl, honestly. He really didn't bring much to the story. Oh man. He really didn't. He didn't. It's not good for tourism. Can you imagine a visitor went? Yeah. I wouldn't if I was a visitor to come see some of my friends here, right? And ran into Earl or Janie. Yeah, it wouldn't be fun. I think I'd be running the other way, even though this old granny can't run too good any these days, but still. Well, think about it. They've got to figure out who all is involved and what happened. Well, if they were all out all evening and Daniel picked up his substances and they went home, maybe the children were loud or wanted food or something. Maybe he lost his temper. Could be. Yeah, worst way to put your town on the map, for sure. For sure. I mean, you don't want to be known for that, right? Unfortunately. Don't want to be known for that. I heard a rumor that the media was going to put out another article on Lily and Jack. I haven't seen anything. Those are orange, TJ. But I hear you. I hear you. All right, let's play our song before we call it a night here. One more time.
On Granny's porch, the sun sets low. With a steaming cup, she steals the show. Neighbors gather round, hearts in bloom, for that smoking hot tea and the latest room. Whispers of love, tales of the town. In her sweet voice, no secrets drown. With laughter and stories, the evening flies. Granny's hot tea brings the world to life. Whispers of love, tales of the town. In her no secrets drowned. With laughter and stories, the evening flies. Granny's hot tea brings the world to life. Adding whispers of love, tales of the town. In her sweet voice, no secrets drowned. With laughter and stories, the evening flies. Granny's hot tea brings the world to life.
There we go. um, so my grannyism for today is gossip, slander, and jealousy have caused more pain than many wars. Written by Heather Wolf. And that's so true, right? When we think about everything in Sebastian's case, Kimmer, that's funny. What am I putting in that tea? I'll never tell. Ah. Yeah, too many little towns that have to go through to hit water. So yeah, and here's the thing, if they went back and forth 6 times, they didn't go very far, in my opinion. So I don't know. But yes, when I think of, Sebastian's case, the gossip, slander, jealousy, it just causes pain, right? So, here at Granny's Crime Busters, we stay away from that. We really stay away from that. All right. Yeah. If something comes out, I will let you guys know tomorrow night. Yeah. So thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you tonight. I hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granny'scrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one.